Hey guys, welcome to our online kickboxing tutorial. Tonight we'll be going over skip step knee, so I'll leave you in the capable hands of Coach Robbie and Coach Maddie, who'll be teaching you how to do the skip step knee and a couple drills you can do at home to practice it. Awesome.
Alright, so first of all, we're just going to cover the basics of the skip step knee. Okay. So we'll start with our left foot in front and normal fighting stance and our hands up as usual. So to start off, we're going to switch our feet. When we do this, we're going to keep our body exactly where it is. So we're not going to change our body with it. We're going to leave our body where it is, nice and still at the top. From there, nice and simple, from our back leg now, which is going to be our left, we're going to come up, push our hips forward, and then coming back. Okay, so nice and simple. Switch our feet, leave our body where it is, bring that knee up and push our hip forward. Make sure when we switch as well, this leg that's going to throw the knee is going to stay on the balls of its foot. That way we can throw the knee nice and fast. So, nice and simple, switch our feet, leave our body where it is, and bring that knee up and push forward. Alright, now Maddie's got a few drills for us.
Alright, cool. So, now we're going to implement going forward. Alright, the knees going forward. So from here, what Robbie's going to do, he's going to put his hand, or one hand on top of the other, onto his right side. His left side, sorry. Okay? So you will need a partner at home to do this with, so parents, siblings, anyone you want. If you have a cushion, they'll help, a pillow or a tie pad, anything will do. Alright? So, have his hands on top of each other, alright, onto his left side. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to have my hands up, same as Robbie was saying before, skip step, alright, kneeing off my left, coming up, alright, stepping that foot forward, then kneeing straight off your right, stepping that right foot forward. Alright, we want to make sure straight after the knee we step forward. So then we have our right foot forward now, and we're going to do the same drill again. So skip step off your right knee, bring it up, lift it forward, then left knee, bring it up, bring it forward. Alright, so nice and easy. That's what we're going to do moving forward. So whenever the knee comes up, we want to step that foot forward. Alright, as we're doing this as well, making sure our hands stay up. Okay, nice and easy. So, left knee first, skip step, knee, then simply after that, bring the right knee up and put it down. Now skip step off the right, bring it up, then left, bring it up, bring it down. And then you continuously do that going forward. Okay?
Alright, so then we can do that backwards as well. So this one's a little bit simpler, so we don't have to add the normal knee as well with the skip step. So this one's just a skip step. So we're going to do the skip step with our partner, so the same thing, they're going to have both hands on top of each other, nice and close to the body. We're going to switch our feet, bring our knee up. After the knee this time, we're going to bring our knee back. Okay, so instead of forward, we're going to step backwards. And now we've got our right foot forward. So now we're going to do the same thing, skip stepping off our right foot. So skip step, knee, and then stepping back. Now our left foot's forward. So changing feet, alternating every time. So nice and easy, skip step, knee, step back. Skip step, knee, step back. Try focus when you're doing that, that knee, that we're pushing our hips forward every knee, just to get that body weight into the knee. So we're going to skip step, push forward. Skip step, push forward. Alright, and our partner is moving forward with us as well. Alright, so these are two nice and easy drills.
Keep going over them at home. Alright, move forward. As soon as you reach to a stage, let's say do that 5 times. Straight after you've done that, start moving back. Alright, then confuse yourself a little bit. Move forward, move back. Alright, whoever's the pad holder, they've got their hands together. Alright, make it tricky for them. Move forward, move back. Alright, test them out. Now we're going to go through this forward and back. Alright, start in this corner here. And we'll work our way down. And then work our way back. Alright, so left foot forward, hands up. Alright, skip step knee, put our foot down. Right knee, foot down. Skip step off your right, knee comes up. Left, knee comes up. skip step off your left. Comes up, right, comes up. And you keep moving forward. Now I'm going to move back. So as I move back, skip step, Robbie's going to move forward. Up, skip step, up, right, left, right, left, right. Alright, nice and easy. Make sure you keep those hands up. Okay.
Oh, thank you boys for showing off these knee drills for us. Make sure you guys stay fit at home. You're working out, doing all of these things that our coaches are telling you. All cut to now is we've got Coach Amish here who's going to show us knee drills and circling around.
Okay, so for you guys at home, when you're doing these skip step drills, you want to be moving, so you can do this around your dining table, around your couches, so moving in a snake pattern around your house. So you're going to be skip step, knee, skip step, forward, forward. And just moving up, around, moving around your dining table, moving around your couches.
Right. And what you'll notice, especially for those of you that watched yesterday's kickboxing class, is watch their footwork. Right? It's exactly the same as yesterday. They're staying light on their feet, bouncing around, and never bringing their feet together. Right? Whenever we do our footwork and we're moving around, regardless of which techniques we're throwing, punches, kicks, knees, elbows, we want the footwork to be exactly the same the whole way through. Right? When we're doing these knee drills and we're circling around, be flamboyant with it. Test the angles, be creative with it. Don't just move back and forward. Moving back and forward is how we learn to throw these knees. We want to be able to throw them while cutting angles, changing directions, changing the speed and the range of the knee the entire time through. And relax, boys. So, we'll be cutting on to power knees now. So the boys are going to show us how we deliver power into our knees here. And Padman's going to be moving forward. You'll see, after every knee, he's cutting his angle, so he's not just going to throw that knee and stand in one spot. After every knee, he cuts his angle. His goal is, every time he knees, to get up and around behind his partner. Partner holding the pad or the cushion if you're at home is just going to be walking forward, march forward in a nice linear pattern. Right? They're going to be staying light on their feet. When Matty sees the side that he wants to knee on, he's going to cut off to that side, and that knee that's on the inside is going to come up, deliver that powerful knee in, and then cut off the angle. Right? The reason why this is so effective is because we've got not just the body weight of Coach Matty driving that knee in with the hip thrusting forward, but with the partner and the padman moving forward, we've got not just the hip thrust, but we've got their body weight coming in. So we've got two separate body weights colliding against each other, and that's what's going to create the power and the driving force behind this knee. And time, we'll stop there, boys. Alright, so just swap over. This time what we're going to do, these boys are going to show us, we're going to do the knee again, but we're going to parry and push past. So as the knee comes up, he's going to place that hand on, and he's going to parry and push straight past. So again, circling around, staying nice and fluid, flamboyant with the footwork. This time, as we knee, we're going to parry and push past. Hands on, push directly past the body. Once again, you'll see he's cutting off that angle every time. He's parrying and pushing past, and the padman simply is just walking forward. Nice linear pattern, nice fluid motion. And time. So you must be wondering now how we get that power into the knee. So these boys are going to show us once again, holding up the pad, where that power comes from. Right? So the power of this knee comes from the hip thrust. It's not just lifting up the knee. Right? You'll see, we'll do it in slow motion just once so you can see what's happening here. Coach Robbie's going to lift that knee up nice and high, and as it comes up, his hips come forward, his shoulders come back. That hip thrust provides the body weight coming forward and the power into that knee. Right? And we can deliver devastating blows with this knee, pushing forward and while moving backwards. Right? So with the hips forward, you can see he's driving Coach Matty back with almost every single knee. Boom. A couple more, boys. And time. Good work. Alright, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you're keeping up with all of our work. You have plenty of drills to go over tonight and until Thursday.
See you later, guys.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Os.